With that, let me share my screen and let's kick off our slide deck at this time. At this time, once again, welcome. And the topic for the month of October, aside from being the Principal Recognition Month, so therefore, if you know your principal, please tell them, you know what, congratulations on being a proud principal, because we need to celebrate our principals. We're trying to develop a pipeline as we speak to make sure that we continue the future of our principals. And again, my name is Rafael Valderas, and we will be talking about unified enrollment e-choices. Today is the first day, and we're going to kick that off. We've invited some keynote speakers to talk about Magnet, and we have some folks from USC NAI program. And towards the end, we will talk about my other favorite subject, and that is College Awareness Month. So at this time, we do have interpretation for you. Interpretation services is enabled, so please click on the global icon and select English if you wish to hear this presentation in English. Also, you may ask questions throughout the presentation by clicking on the Q&A function, and our team here will go ahead and try to respond to you as soon as possible. Some objectives for today: we are going to get a clear review of our unified enrollment process, the e-choices program. And of course, we've invited some Magnet School principals to talk about their schools. And of course, October College Awareness. Are you ready for college? And then we'll provide some questions and answers and some updates. And of course, we'll come to closure. At this time, I do want to introduce the home of the champions, our equity champion. And of course, that is our equity fighter. And that is Miss Frances Baez, our local district center superintendent. Here's the floor. Take the floor, Ms. Baez.
Thank you, Mr. Valderas. I appreciate the enthusiasm and the way that you lead this community of schools. It is such an honor to be with you. It is a great day to be a champion in local district central and here supporting the Manual Arts Vermont Square community of schools. As a local district superintendent, I lead 8 community of schools, and Mr. Valderas has the day-to-day pulse of the community of schools with ensuring that they have credentialed teachers in every classroom and that principals have the tools that they need to provide a quality education in their neighborhood schools. And I'm so proud of the work that our principals are doing in every single school that they serve. In today's town hall, you will hear about the accomplishments of many of the schools while learning about the enrollment process to participate in high caliber programs. Our collective mission is to provide the unique, rigorous, and culturally relevant education that each and every student deserves. We will do this by becoming the premier public school district that eliminates educational inequities to graduate all students ready for the world to thrive in college, career, and life. And what I mean become, I really mean that we're actually becoming. That's what we're actually going through right now. We're becoming that premier district that Superintendent Carpalo talks about. That is who we are. As Mr. Valderas mentioned, there is much to celebrate, to acknowledge, such as Latinx Heritage Month, and acknowledging the contribution of Latinx community here in the United States at the past, present, and the future, and making sure that we're removing the barriers so that they are able to achieve, making sure that our English learners reach reclassification so they have access to college level courses and high school level courses in math that are rigorous so that students can succeed, and also ensuring that we provide students that education that represents them, that they see themselves in the learning through books, materials, through lessons, that helps them engage more. So that is what this month is all about, is highlighting those efforts. It's also College Awareness Month. And on October 22nd, we will have a college event at Roybal Learning Center, downtown Magnets. And that's going to be at the Roybal campus. On October 22nd, we have about 1,000 students who have signed up already. So we're looking forward to seeing our students, our families, and everyone learn about the FAFSA application and the process for enrolling for college. Lastly, I cannot say enough about the leadership of our principals and everything they do every single day, the courage they exhibit and their initiative and the way that they lead their schools. And saying thank you is not enough. I wish I could give you a day off today, but I can't. But just know that I appreciate and see everything that you do for our students and our communities and how you go above and beyond the call of duty. And so thank you. I tip my hat off to you for all that you do. Please stay tuned and look for announcements from Mr. Valderas to learn more about updates and highlights of this wonderful manual arts community of schools. While we will not have monthly town halls, there will be key dates and times throughout the year where he will be hosting these town halls to get key information to prepare us through transitions, such as this one, as we are ensuring that every parent understands how to enroll in these fabulous programs. So of those participants that are here, spread the news, tell somebody about what you learned today. And now back to you, Mr. Valderas.
At this time, we want to go, Ms. Baez, would you?
Yes, I want to acknowledge our board members who are supporters of the work that we do every single day. Dr. McKenna and board member Goldberg, who are always with us in support of what we do. We have Ms. Patrice Marshall McKenzie, who is here representing Board District 1 on behalf of Dr. McKenna for some words for our audience today. The floor is yours.
Good evening, good evening, good evening. Manual Arts Vermont Square Community of Schools. My name is Patrice Marshall McKenzie, and it is an honor to be here on behalf of Dr. George McKenna. Just wanted to say a quick hello to you. It's so important that we take the opportunity to learn in sessions like this. Information is power. So you have an opportunity tonight to learn about magnet school programs, the choices application process, unified enrollment. There are a plethora of thematic programs available in our schools. We want you to take advantage and learn about all the things that are available to you and your students that will serve your families, and learn how to select the school that's going to serve your child best. We also want to shout out College Awareness Month. This is the time. So if you have students who are high school seniors, they are getting ready in the midst of their college application season. The UC CSU application window opens up in November. So let's get ready for that. We want the opportunity for your students to have all of the options available to them when they walk out of LAUSD as high school graduates, to have bright, bold, and limitless careers. Thank you so much, and we look forward to a great year with you.
Thank you very much. And now it's my great honor to introduce Board Member Jackie Goldberg, representing Board District 5. Thank you for being with us today, for all your support. The floor is yours.
Well, thank you very much. I'm very happy to join you, as I now have some schools in the Manual Arts Vermont Square community of schools. And I'm happy to join you and see what a town hall is like here. You know, as I see from the different COSs that I go to, everybody kind of has a little different approach. And I find that uniqueness quite enticing and interesting. But I also want to say to all of you that you're here at this meeting and listening to this information after you've worked hard all day. And the presenters has also worked hard all day. And I respect your willingness to involve yourself in the processes of our schools. We are in a great difficult time. The pandemic may appear to be over, but there are deaths every single day in LA County. 14, 15, 18, 20. There are hospitalizations, 700, 800. There are people still getting sick, and the flu season's about to begin. So I urge people to not assume that all precaution can be thrown to the wind, particularly, hopefully, we will get some weather, but when the cooler weather does finally indoors, when we pass the flu along, we've had very little flu seasons, because guess what? We've all been wearing masks, and now we're taking them off. So the health departments are worried that we will have a big flu season. But let me thank everybody for taking the time out of your busy days, busy lives, to join in these information. Please let us see not just the seniors on October 22nd at Roy Ball College stuff. Let's see some of those middle schoolers too. It's not too soon to involve middle school age youngsters to come to an event like that and get some idea and feel with those seniors who are ready to do it about that. Yep, I see myself being here in a couple more years. I always like to start very early with this idea. You can't wait till they're in high school. So think about that as well. And let me also thank all of you in this particular COS's leadership, for your support of our schools. We are in difficult times. We can't find people to hire that even though we have money to hire them. We're having a difficult time in that we can't get all the supplies we've ordered, things that are not coming in that we've ordered because of the supply chain. We're in inflationary times. There's a lot of meanness in the politics of our society. And yet, you know what? What happens? We get with kids and we all feel all right. We get with kids and we know that the future is going to be okay because their resilience is just mind-boggling. I was at high school and a middle school today, and the resilience of those young people is mind-boggling. So let me just thank you for all that you do, and to say that I will join you for as long as I can, because I want to see what a town hall is like in the, did you call yourself the MAVS?
MAVS, it's an acronym for Manual Arts Vermont Square.
I got you.
MAVS.
I like the MAVS. Okay. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.
Thank you so much, Board Member Goldberg. And you're right. Students are the inspiration, and that's what keeps us going. I also want to thank and acknowledge our USC partners who have been supporting our schools and our students with the Neighborhood Academic Initiative. You'll hear more from them later today, but please know that we appreciate you and we partner with you to ensure that our students have access to college and to USC. We graduated many students from Fauché Learning Center a couple of years ago. I think we graduated the first class that participated in NAI. So we're very proud of that and hope to continue that initiative forward. With that said, I'm going to hand the mic over to you, Mr. Valderas. Thank you so much for your leadership. Have a great town hall.
Thank you, Superintendent Baez. I appreciate that. All right, let's go ahead and get started. Oh, at this time, I do want to introduce a couple of new members to the team who are now strategically supporting our schools. And let me kick it off with Dormanda Iguchi, who is our new BSAP admin coordinator, supporting all our BSAP schools within the MAVS. We also have a new member, and he's Adolfo Gonzalez, and he is currently assigned in one of our offices, and he is now in charge of strategic enrollment for our community school, but not just our community school, but the entire local district. And of course, then we go ahead and start back here. Mr. James Lee continues with us as the K-12 instructional administrator. Angie Gamboa continues with our operations admin coordinator, and I know she's very busy this evening. And of course, we have Adrian Arias, who is our LRE admin, Miguel Garcia, our mental health consultant, Nathan Tran, who was very helpful for me this morning at a instructional leadership walk with IT support, and I appreciate the support. And of course, our very own parent educator coach, Vilma Monson. And we have a new parent educator support assistant whom we borrowed from Local District West, and her name is Alma Lopez. And whenever you call our office, you will always hear the voice of Devana Young, who is our office technician. And that is the team at MAVS. Okay. At this time, Manual Arts, we want to go ahead and take the opportunity to showcase the various programs that are located within our community of schools. And so we have 4 magnet school programs in which you will hear the principals talk about that. Along with that, we also have 5 dual language programs, 3 linked learning academies. We have 4 Black student achievement programs, and we have 2 international baccalaureate schools. Along with that, we have 2 USC Neighborhood Academic Initiative, and we will hear shortly from USC. And of course, we have 4 AVID programs, and we do have 1 affiliated charter. And all of these you have to apply through the Choices program to be able to get into one of our top prestigious schools to support our kids in the community. At this time, I want to give the floor to Ms. Bridget Kidd, whom we've invited. And so she is our liaison, our support for our Neighborhood Academic Initiative. Ms. Kidd, the floor is yours.
Oh, thank you so much. Can you hear me okay?
I hear you well, loud and clear.
Thank you so much. You guys are so exciting. This was, you know how you get on a Zoom kind of late and everybody, the day is already gone and people are kind of, but you're upbeat. It feels good. It feels like the first of the morning. So thank you for that enthusiasm. I want to make one correction. I am not the director of NAI. Our senior vice president, Kim Thomas Barrios, is over the entire educational partnerships program, but I'm very excited to be working for the team. Most of you have seen me. I recognize a few familiar faces. What we do is, you've heard of USC, of course, we're the community university, and we're trying to make our presence known either further south west, south, and west of the university. We have a strong presence already centralized, and then we also have a presence in our health science campus, which we expanded the NAI program there about 10 years ago. We have our first graduating class this year. So basically, the USC McMorrow Neighborhood Academic Initiative Program has been around since 1997. We've partnered with many schools. We started with Manual and Fauché, and now we predominantly run many things out of Fauché, which is the reason why we got a huge endowment or a huge donor investment to make sure we expand further south and then further west, where we were trying about $6 million to help get more, especially African-American students, into our college-based program, Access program, which is 7-year rigorous. We offer mental health awareness. We offer tutoring. We offer academic excellence. We offer a program that has already proven that is very successful. We're just trying to get more students in the pipeline. And that's one of the reasons I'm here. I was invited because I actually kind of begged a little bit, just to let you guys know we are here along with all your other college access programs. We're not in competition. I see people from UCLA all the time. We all take pictures. We are all in the same mission to get as many students as we can into college, right? And basically what we do is we partner with schools. So I've partnered already with Mr. Holden, who's a great principal at Obama, and also at Audubon, and we're reaching out to try to find more partner schools that have larger populations of African American than we have centrally located around the university. So I just basically wanted to say thank you for giving me the opportunity, but to also share our program and what we're doing. You will see us at lots of events. We are trying to, I'm heading to Southwest expansion, so you'll find myself, Lika Dozier, Daryl Street, Yolanda McCoy. You'll see a team of us out there trying to support the schools and the parents. And just about 2 weeks ago, we provided lunches for 15 of our 30 schools. So we'll be providing lunches for the other 15 schools coming up. We're just trying to help where we can fit in, where the school district, sometimes, you know, you guys have a lot of things that you have to adapt to. So we're trying to fill in where we can to make sure that the schools and the parents and the students stay motivated, and they have a strategic way to navigate while we're going through all these changes. So just wanted to say thank you again for giving me the opportunity to share with you about the USC NAI program. And I welcome the opportunity to talk to any of you if you need any questions answered about exactly what we're doing and how we're doing it. So thank you very much for your time.
And thank you, Ms. Kidd. And you are always welcome. We are partners, we're a family, and you're right down the street from us. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay. All right. And we do have Fauché Learning Center that is an NAI school, and we are going to hear from the principal real soon from Obama about when they're going to open up NAI. And thank you for your assistance and help for that. All right. Let me see. At this time, I want to go ahead and take a quick snapshot of the website. And if you look at the link below, apply LAUSD.net, that will take you directly to apply to any of our schools, whether it's a NAI school, which is a magnet program, or a dual language program. By all means, take a look at our schools. We have a lot to offer. We have some of the top schools in the area. And again, we're only across the street from USC, and we have a strong partner with the University of Southern California. And at this time, I want to go ahead and kick off the bulk of our program today. And we've invited 4 magnet school principals today. We have at Manual Arts High School, the College Prep Magnet, we have Mr. Macias, who will speak a little bit about the program they have there. And then we'll follow that up with Miss Motan, who has some great news. And she is the proud principal of the STEAM Magnet. And of course, we have our legendary corner right across the street from USC, and that's the USC Magnet, and Mr. Curley, who is right there and is an icon and is very popular at that school, along with the University of Southern California. And of course, we'll hear from Mr. Holden, who is the principal over at the Obama Global STEAM Magnet. At this time, I want to go ahead and introduce Principal Alejandro Macias, the principal, and I'm not sure if the Magnet coordinator is here, but the floor is yours, and here's an opportunity to talk about your program and why kids should go into the College Prep Magnet, Mr. Macias.
Thank you, Mr. Valderas, for the introduction. Hello, everybody. My name is Alejandro Macias. I'm the proud principal of Manual Arts High School and Manual Arts College Preparatory Magnet. So we have an outstanding program that we provide service to all our students We give them a STEM education along with the where we incorporate rigorous education and engaging instructional program. Manual Arts High School was founded in 1910 in the middle of a bean fields, 1/2 mile from the nearest bus stop. It was the third high school in LA City to be built, along with LA Polytechnic High School, and it is one of the oldest high schools in LAUSD. Today, we have approximately 1,150 students from grades 9 to 12, including our 335 magnet students. One of our mottos is, "It can be done." We offer a 4-year program offering exploration of career pathways in science, technology, engineering, and math. We provide ways for students to enhance their learning experience and prepare to rigorous compete at major colleges and universities throughout the country. The classes we offer, the graduates of this pathway will prepare students in the field of science, technology, engineering, and math through hands-on and real-world application. The elective courses that we offer are science, technology, and research, genetics, forensics, AP biology, AP environmental science, AP calculus, AP computer science, the Magnet Senate, our leadership program, and we do not offer Mandarin anymore. We do offer Spanish. STEM skills in the classroom, analytic skills to research a topic, develop a project plan and timeline, and draw conclusions from research skills. We teach our students science skills to break down a complex scientific system into smaller parts for better understanding. We teach our students mathematical skills for calculations and measurements. We pay attention to detail to follow a standard blueprint, record data accurately, and write instructions. These skills will help our students be creative and build their abilities to solve problems and develop new ideas, build leadership skills to lead projects and help customers, and organizational skills to keep track of lots of different information. Some of our goals here in the Magnet program, 100% graduation for all. Every student that comes to our program, we have a successful system in place to ensure that the students are building relationships with the adults here, and they're working on their pathways to post-high school options. We offer an A through G program, so all our students here qualify for a WASC accredited A through G high school diploma, and we have a full-time college counselor that helps our students apply to four-year colleges, explore careers, and be ready for the future.
And last year, your school received a 6-year WASC accreditation. Congratulations to Manual Arts.
So here at Manual Arts High School, we celebrate our students for applying to four-year colleges, working hard to earn A's, B's, C's, no D's, no F's, coming to school every day. We also have a solid ROTC program, a program where Chief Dayton works hard with our students to ensure that they're healthy and making healthy choices and thinking about the future and how to serve their community. The average GPA here at the Magnet program is 3.25. The average GPA at Manual Arts High School is 3.0, and the average GPA at LAUSD is 2.5. So you can tell that if our students come here with the rigorous and engaging instruction they receive, with the science-based programs that they receive, our students are working hard to be above a 3.0 GPA. Our graduation rates are 97%, so our students are well supported with support personnel and instruction that they feel ready to graduate and ready for the future. We have various school activities here and various programs. As a matter of fact, we had a club rush program during lunch, and we had various students sign up to SRLA, to sign up to sports programs, sign up to our chess program. We have various programs. We have a leadership program. We have a journalism class, and we just have students that just want to go above and beyond, and we're here to support that. So we have various partnerships here at Manual Arts that really help us support our students and provide various spaces for thinking about trades and thinking about colleges and careers post high school. So we work with 826 LA City College. We work with St. John's Wellness and Family Center. We work with City Air, Woodcraft Rangers, the U.S. Army JROTC, Gear Up for LA. So we just have various people that just want to work with our students and ensure that they're ready for the world. If you have any questions regarding our program or interested in learning more about it, please get in contact with Ms. LaHaye. Ms. LaHaye is our magnet coordinator, and her number is 323-846-7671. The administrator over the magnet program is Mr. Sergio Melchor. He's also available, but definitely get in contact with Ms. LaHaye to explore the possibility of being a annual art student.
And I believe we're answering the questions right now as we speak. So with that, I want to thank you, Mr. Macias, first year principal, just started about 6 weeks ago. So we thank you for that. And so again, our opportunity is to make sure that we continue to increase the magnet program, and we appreciate you every day. Thank you.
Thank you.
And now we want to switch gears to Menlo Elementary STEAM Magnet. I believe there's some additional news that just came out recently. And I want to pass and give the floor to Ms. Moton. Ms. Moton.
Yes, it is. Thank you, Mr. Balderas. We have some really great news. And the great news is that instead of being just kindergarten through 6th grade for our STEAM Magnet, next year we will be kindergarten through 7th grade STEAM Magnet. We are a SPAN school, so we will not only have our STEAM Magnet go to 7th grade, but our entire SPAN school will span to 8th grade. So again, I'm Mrs. Moton, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about marvelous, magnificent Menlo STEAM SPAN Magnet School. One of the facets that we are working on is being a project-based learning STEAM magnet with a focus on critical thinking, collaboration, innovation, and hands-on learning. I'll tell you a little bit about that at the end of the presentation with a grant that we received for Project Lead the Way. And one of the things that my middle school, my 6th graders and up are working on are robotics. So that's very interesting for all of the students. So we know that STEAM is an educational approach that incorporates into a more familiar STEM model. One of the things that we have too with our school, the addition of the A, which is the arts. We have a music program that's funded through the Lang Lang Foundation, where we have students that will be taking, or they are currently taking, piano lessons. We have a piano lab on site. We also have a ballroom dance program where our students participate in that, along with our standard music, orchestra, etc. So let's talk a little bit about project-based learning. Project-based learning is student-centered. It involves a dynamic classroom approach, and it's believed that students acquire a deeper learning through active exploration of real-world challenges and problems. I have some pictures at the end to show you about that. But what's happening, what I'm seeing in classrooms is student excitement, teacher excitement, students working together, students problem solving, students coming up with questions and figuring out ways to answer those questions in a project-based manner. Everyone is taking charge. So for example, if you have a student who is not a student who likes to speak a lot in class, or a student who likes to write, everybody has a particular job in their team. And we switch the teams around so that everybody has a taste of one part of the team. And what I'm finding is that students are seeing what they're best at. And that's producing self-confidence on our students, again, creating excitement and learning. Our STEAM project-based approach is just another way to meet the needs of our students' learning. It's a challenge, they problem solve, et cetera, et cetera. So our structure of project-based learning, like I was saying a moment ago, it emphasizes learning activities that are long-term. They're student-centered. They're not like the traditional teacher-led classroom direct instruction activities. Students have to manage their own teams, their own work, and they have to meet the deadlines that the teacher sets. Project-based instruction differs from our usual instruction by the emphasis on student collaboration and individual artifacts to show what the students have learned. Some of the elements of our project-based learning. They're organized around open-ended driving questions or challenges. They create a way for students to learn new things, new content, new skills, and it requires thinking and inquiry on the part of the students to learn something new. They use their critical thinking skills, their problem solving, the collaboration, and various ways to communicate. All of these things are what students need not only to get into college, but to be successful in the real world. It allows the students to have their own voice and choice. It incorporates feedback, revision, and it results in what we're working on now, a product that we can present to parents and to our community, because we want you to see what we're doing. At Menlo, we have open doors. We love our parents, we love our community, and we are all working together. So whatever our students are doing, we want to share with you. We want to bring you into what's going on at Menlo and get your feedback as well. Again, with our outcomes from our project-based learning, students take on social and community responsibilities. They're able to explain to the parents. They're able to explain to the community. It boosts their self-esteem. You have never seen someone so proud. I went into a classroom last week and they explained to me what they were doing. They said, Mrs. Moton, do you know how to be an engineer? And I said, you know what? I surely don't. Can you explain it to me? And that's exactly what they did. So it really promotes positive attitudes for our students. They learn the skills that they need in college, and they learn more than just answering the question. They really internalize that and they're able to explain it. They expand their thinking using their critical thinking to become future world problem solvers. That's what we need. I'm hoping at Menlo that I have the next president of Apple, the next person, the next student who, discovers the cure for whatever disease there is out there. Again, just that I want to share with you a few slides of student work. So this is one of my first grade classes. And what they did is they were engineers and they engineered a maze, how you would get around in a maze. So they sat down, they put their ideas on paper, they discussed it in their teams, and then they went through and made a maze. And they came out with the ball at the gate and they showed me how they engineered this maze. Again, these are first grade students that are thinking, discussing, able to explain. Again, engineers at work, problem solving. This one was, I think, were these my kindergartners? These were my Ks, and what they were doing was they read the story about Rapunzel letting down her long hair, and she is there in the tower, and they had to build a bridge to the tower. So not only did they incorporate project-based learning, working together, they also integrated ELA reading standards in terms of the story. So they did come up with a bridge. Some of their bridges made it so that she could get down and others did not, but that too was a conversation for our engineers. And last but not least, again, students working together in teams, everyone having a specific job that they shared with one another, working collaboratively and able to share and speak on what they had learned. Again, our last picture, Menlo STEAM at work, students working together, students interested in what's going on, students able to share this with their families, with their communities, with their parents, and they're excited about what they've learned.
And thank you for that, Ms. Moton. And they are a growing STEAM magnet. They just added 7th grade, and so they will be capped out at 8th grade. So by all means, if you are truly interested in a STEAM magnet, and it's K through 7 at this time and 8th grade next year, and they're growing. So I highly encourage all our participants and parents to enroll into the Menlo STEAM. Thank you very much this evening, Ms. Moton. I appreciate that.
Thank you very much. Just one last thing, Mr. Balderas. There was one more slide that I didn't see. If anyone has any questions, please don't hesitate to contact me. I'm Mrs. Motown. I'm the principal. Feel free to give me a call or send me an email. Thank you so much, everyone.
Thank you, Ms. Motown. And now let's go ahead and pass it on. Give the floor to Mr. Travis Holden, who is the proud principal of the Barack Obama Global Prep Academy, specifically the STEAM Magnet. All right, the floor is yours, Mr. Holden.
Thank you, Mr. Balderas. Good evening, everyone, families, and again, welcome. Thank you for being here this evening. I am the proud principal of Barack Obama Global Preparation Academy and STEAM Magnet, so I'm happy to speak a little bit about our program. All of the programs here are great, but you know, and they're great picks, but we're going to just share a little bit about Barack Obama. If we're able to start this at 40 seconds, that'd be great. But if it has to start from the beginning, we'd also like to just share a little bit about our school.
Hello, my name is Mr. Holden, and I'm the proud principal of Barack Obama Global Preparation Academy and STEAM Magnet. Our school offers a variety of exciting STEAM opportunities for our students, such as computer coding, robotics, and film. Our hope is to inspire our students to consider a future in a STEAM field. Please view this wonderful short video put together by our amazing film students on what Barack Obama has to offer and why you might want to consider our Magnet program. Thank you, and I hope you enjoy this video.
Hey Carla, check out my school. Oh wow. Let me show you something. We have robotics. Oh, it's our school, you know. Oh wow. This is next to Nigeria. We have so much stuff. And then we have dance class. It's after school and everything. So, you know, if you want to go to after school, you can sign up. And yeah, we also have film. Yeah.
Wow, this school is awesome. I'm really going to Barack Obama Global Preparation School.
Oh, let's go talk to our principal.
Thank you for, and let's go ahead and move to the next slide. I shared that video because it was put together by our students along with Creating Creators, one of our partners, just before going into COVID. So it just shows the work and the ability of our students and some of the programs and access that they'll have for students that attend Obama. I want to just say that we started in 2019-2020, so we had our first culminating class last year. We are a middle school magnet. We focus on STEAM. There's a lot of A or arts in our STEAM. We also have the science, technology, engineering, mathematics that are integrated within the classroom. But as you'll see, art is a big part of what we do. So I want to talk a little bit about our music program because it's something that our students and our families really enjoy. One of the great things about our school is we're 6 through 12 school. We'll be a 6 through 12 school next year. We've been growing and expanding over the last few years. And so students have the opportunity to learn music for 7 years. We have an amazing music director, Mr. Alcantar, who's created many partnerships with the Harmony Project and others, so that our students will have access to instruments. Any student who wants to take music will have an opportunity to have their own instrument. We also have a keyboard room and a guitar room as well. We have classes both during the school day as part of students' regular classes, but we also have students who show up at 7:30 in the morning, 7:30 to 8:30 every morning for a guitar class. Film class, we're going to start in second semester. When we went into COVID, we closed that down because it didn't have quite the impact that we wanted online. However, we'll begin with creating creators to allow students to make short films. In the past, we've had students feature their work at different film festivals around the country. We also have Applied Mathematics Mentorship Program, or also known as AMP. This is a relationship, a partnership that we created with UCLA a couple of years ago. Along with Obama, UCLA applied for a Bill and Melinda Gates Algebra 1 $1 million grant, and we won that grant. And the goal was to support Barack Obama students in science and mathematics, and making sure that our students are successful in Algebra 1. The program also comes with student mentors. So every Wednesday, we have UCLA students visiting our campus, working with our students. And we also work with SpaceX. And so the problems and challenges and the tasks that were created by some of the engineers at SpaceX. And many of our students will get to visit SpaceX as part of a special field trip just for our students and a couple of other high schools in the district. We also have MESA. This is a partnership that we have with USC, Mathematics, Engineering, Science, and Achievement. So students, many of our students are able to participate in different programs, ensuring that they have access to science and to engineering. And then we mentioned earlier the Neighborhood Achievement Initiative, which will begin next year. Although this is not quite part of the magnet program as of yet, the goal is for us to begin recruiting students with USC and ensuring that all of those students are college and career ready. And we want to learn as much as we can through this NAI program to include with our magnet program. And then I just want to mention a few other electives that we have. We have AVID, Leadership, and Exploring Science. Exploring Science is a class offered to our magnet students by one of our high school teachers. He teaches chemistry and physics, so it allows our students to get a good start into what high school will look like beginning in middle school. And lastly, I did mention already the SpaceX and USC partnerships, but we'll have all of our students taking honors classes once they enter the magnet program. Next slide, please. All right, so again, I've shared quite a bit about our school. The main thing I want to point out, I think the big difference with our school is we have 400 students. We do look to expand the number of students we have currently at Barack Obama. We'll probably expand to somewhere 600 to 700 students over the next few years, but it's a small setting. And so that's what we focus on, trying to make sure that we know all of the students because we have them from 6th through 12th grade. And so if you're interested, you can see our website along with our magnet coordinator, Mr. Jimenez. You can reach him at the phone number or email listed. And thank you for being here and thank you for listening.
Thank you, Mr. Holden. Appreciate that. And our office is located on your campus. And so I get to see all the great things happening over at Obama. Okay. And now let's pass it to our last panelist. And so if you notice there's a building right across the street from USC and you ask yourself, does that belong to USC? Well, kind of, sort of. It actually belongs to the LAUSD USC Media Arts and Engineering Magnet. And so at this time, Mr. Curley, take it away. The floor is yours.
Thank you, Mr. Balderas. Good evening, everyone. Thanks for joining us to find out a little bit about our magnet schools. I'm going to jump right into it. So we are a K through 12 school. We are located between the Shrine Auditorium and the USC Village. Many of you are familiar with our campus, as Mr. Balderas alluded to. Yeah, we do have all 13 grade levels, K through 12. We are working on having it so that the elementary students will automatically segue into our middle and high school. So there's some changes afoot. So again, yeah, we are adjacent to USC. We do have the high school, which opened in 1994, and then grew to 9 through 12. So we continue to have 100% graduation since 2015. 90% of our graduates do go on to attend college and university. We were ranked in the top 17% of California high schools in the US News ranking. We're very proud of that. We do offer 11 advanced placement AP classes. We have 11 CIF sports programs, and we have, at the moment, we have actually over 17 school clubs, and we're adding them as people express interest for them. And we have received since 2017 4 National Magnet Teachers of the Year that are all currently still on staff. So we do have a group of dedicated teachers and staff, which creates an atmosphere where all students can learn and appreciate the diversity in and out of their classroom. Our mission statement is to nurture students to be global learners while integrating science, engineering, and math with the visual, performing, and language arts as the focus. And we are currently a candidate for the International Baccalaureate Schools program, which we're working on as we speak. So we do have a video. It's about 10 minutes. It's actually on our website, 32nd Street USC Magnet. You can find it there. You can always reach out to myself or our coordinators on the number on the screen, or send us an email. And yeah, so again, I'm very proud principal at 32nd Street USC Magnet. Appreciate, as always, all the support from our Mr. Balderas, our COSA administrator. So thank you again. And yeah, I look forward to interacting with anyone who has any questions.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Curley. And at this time, we want to make sure that we dispel a myth out there. And I want to go ahead and give the floor to Ms. Arias, because we do have children with special needs with an IEP. So what happens to our students, our most vulnerable students? The question is, can they enroll in Magnet? Well, Ms. Arias, please dispel that myth for us. The floor is yours.
Yes, all means all. So that includes students with IEPs being able to enroll in magnets. If there's a magnet program that you heard about this evening and you have a child with an IEP, please do not hesitate to apply. They will hold an IEP meeting within 30 days of your enrollment to align supports and services with what they have available at the school site. So once again, all means all. You should not be deterred at all if your child has an IEP. If you've heard about a program today you are interested in, go ahead and apply. The school will align supports and services with what is available at the school site.
Thank you, Ms. Arias, and thank again for dispelling that rumor, or at least that myth, because all means all, and we take all our students. At this time, I want to pass it on to Ms. Vilma Monzon.
Good
I will be taking over that.
Oh, I'm sorry about that. Yes,
Yes,
Alejandro. Yes.
Adolfo, you're please.
Sorry. Yes, Adolfo Gonzalez.
Right. Thank you, Ms. Valderas. My name's good evening, everyone. My name is Adolfo Gonzalez, and I'm a strategic enrollment and program planning PSA counselor. I'm here to inform you all that this could have been the perfect date to, this was the perfect date to host this town hall, as our choices application time window has opened. It opens today, and it will be closing November 18th, 2022. And you can apply to all the great programs you heard about today at go-to.lausd.net. And you will be landing on the page shown on the screen. All you will do is type in your single sign-on, and then you will be able to select from all the great programs the MAVS Community of Schools offers. I will also be adding my contact information. So at any point you have any questions, concerns about the programs, I'm more than willing to support you in applying to the programs. And I also want to invite everyone to our annual Choices enrollment fair that's taking place on Monday, October 10th from 4 to 6 p.m. And this meeting will be held virtually. During this meeting, you will be able to learn more about our magnet programs, permits with transportation, dual language, schools for advanced studies, admission criteria schools, and affiliated charters. There will be representatives from each program providing additional information regarding the program itself, and also answering any specific questions you may have before you apply. This is a great opportunity to learn about all the great programs our district offers.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Mr. Gonzalez. And again, welcome to the team. And it's been a long time since we've seen each other. So I appreciate all the support, making sure that our parents select our schools to the Choices program, to the fabulous Manual Arts Vermont Square. Thank you. So at this time, I want to switch gears because as we all know, October is also College Awareness Month. And so I want to pass it on to my dear colleague, Mr. James Lee, who's going to kick it off to talk to our seniors. Mr. Lee.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. And actually, this not only really applies to seniors, but it applies to all students. So as Mr. Balder has said, October is College Awareness Month. So this should be an exciting month at your school, at all of your schools, even at the elementary schools. You should start to see some activities around college awareness. Even the little kids, it's a good idea to get started to think about what type of college you want to go to, where you want to go to. It'll be a very, very exciting time in your life when you go to college. And really, the 4 schools that were highlighted today, all of them, including Menlo from K through 8, as well as Obama, Manual Arts, and 32nd Street, all of them will prepare our students to make sure that they are ready for college. All of them have very strong, rigorous programs, and your kids will be ready for college after going through one of those schools. So we're going to go to the next slide. And so the reason why October is the College Awareness Month, because November is a very, very, very important month for our seniors. So in November, seniors need to apply if they want to attend University of California school or a Cal State University school. And if you notice on both Cal State and UC, the deadline is when? It's November 30th. So please, parents, if you have seniors, mark that as your date. November 30th is the deadline, the cutoff date to apply to the Cal States and the UCs. At your schools, I know at 32nd Manual and eventually at Obama, once they have 12th grade, they have college counselors who will help students prepare and complete these applications. So again, if you have seniors, please make sure they reach out to their college counselor at their school so they can get assistance on the application. Also in October, this is the time where parents can apply for federal student aid. And so if your child is currently receiving a free or reduced meal through Title I, it is very highly likely that your child will then qualify for financial aid from the federal government. That means that college will be either free or very, very, very inexpensive for those parents who do have children who qualify for free or reduced lunch. So again, we know that college comes across as being very expensive, very unattainable. But again, for many of our families in our communities, the FAFSA is available, federal financial aid. And that application actually starts in October, but goes all the way through March. So we have a lot of time to help prepare your kids to get financial aid for college. So I am really excited about what is going to happen on Saturday, October 22nd. Our local district will be hosting a college fair at Roybal, and it'll be on a Saturday. And it's from 10 to 3, but again, you can drop in at any time during that time period. You don't have to stay the whole time period, but it's really exciting. We'll have some performances from one of our schools, actually, Fauché, as well as Santee. But more importantly, there are going to be 20 informational workshops, 40 college and career booths. So we're going to have 40 different colleges and universities that will be at Roybal, giving information to you, the parents and students about their colleges. And we're going to have 10 community resource tables. So the informational workshops will be a great opportunity for your students. I myself am conducting one workshop on how to write personal insight questions for the University of California. The personal insight questions are really, really important when you're writing for the UCs. I'll give you an example. 2 years ago, UCLA had 149,000 applicants. Again, UCLA had 149,000 applicants, and they only took 6,300 kids out of the 149,000. So they're not only looking at grades, but they're looking at the essays or the personal insight questions that you write. So that's the workshop that I'll be hosting, and I'm hoping that we will have seniors who will come to that workshop, because there's some little tricks that we can do to write those personal insight questions to meet the needs of your student and to really catch the eye of the UC admissions officers. So again, we hope that you'll be joining us on October 22nd at Roybal. And with that, Mr. Balderas, that's all I have for the college.
All right, so we're noticing on the Q&A. Thank you for that, Mr. Lee. I appreciate you. Q&A, so I see that it's empty, so it sounds as though the team is doing a great job at answering our questions and providing responses to our community. So at this time, let's pass it on to Vilma Monzon.
Thank you, Mr. Balderas, and good afternoon to our Manual Arts Vermont Square family, teachers, staff, parents who are here, community members. We welcome you and we are glad that you're here with us. I just want to let you know about some additional opportunities to engage and for parents in particular. So we have the ELAC convening for EL delegates happening Thursday, October 13th. So if you're part of our ELAC at your school site, right, then please make sure that your EL delegate, and especially if you're the EL delegate, that you come and join us Thursday, October 13th. Your designee coordinator will have given you this information. So make sure you get that from your school site. Also, we are going to send you the information soon about the SSC members training. So all of our teachers, students, other staff and parents, obviously, we want you to join us on October 29th, Saturday from 8:30 to 11:30 to join us in our annual SSC members training. Those of you who are new, those of you who have been with us in the SSC for many years, thank you. Come and learn more about our roles and responsibilities and very important content about the SPSA and our budgets. And most Wednesdays, you can find us at Tech Talks and more, our weekly webinars for parents. And they start at 3:30 to 4:30 most Wednesdays. Of course, this Wednesday, we will not be with you as we have an unassigned day. So most Mondays and Wednesdays at the Big District, there is a family academy. So we want you to also tune in to all these opportunities. And if you don't know where to go, come to our website, MAVS website, right? That's where we have all the different information, the flyers, the links, so that you can join us. So we would really appreciate it if you can join us in these different opportunities. And we want you to be with us in our next town hall. And I think we have more information about that. Mr. Balderas?
Yeah, we sure do. And thank you, Ms. Monzon. And our next town hall will be January 23rd. This year, we are reducing the number of town halls from 10 to 4. We want to make sure that we stay connected with our communities and provide as much information to support our communities. After all, October is College Awareness. In January, we'll be kicking off and probably talking about the upcoming spring exams. But nevertheless, put this on your calendar, save the date, January 23rd. And that is our Zoom ID, meeting ID. It hasn't changed since last year. Same one all the time. All right. And at this time, I think we've now come to the conclusion of our meeting. It is 6 o'clock. I want to thank our panelists, our invited guests, our board members, our superintendent, and of course, the MAVS fabulous team for helping out today for our first town hall and kickoff. So with that, I'm going to go and stop sharing. Along with that, I'm going to go ahead and stop recording.